Alright, what's happening, everybody? Well, I was playing around at the car today, just a little bit. I went ahead and unwrapped the hood. It's all nice and perfect. It was fixed by Carbonetics. I took it back down and had it fixed. They did an immaculate job. It's awesome. I started sanding the car. I need to sand it and give it another base coat. And so I was talking to a buddy of mine, and and I don't think that we're gonna put the livery on this check. I worked a couple of overtime shifts and the holidays, so I got a little bit more money than I was planning on. So I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna get the carbon fiber wing, the big swan neck wing off of this check. It is the most expensive single part that we have to buy yet. So I think we're going to do that. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to sand down the car, give it another coat, base coat, and then put 2 coats of the clear on. And then when we get ready to, that way it'll protect the paint. Then when we get ready to take it down to Modern Image, we'll give the car a once over with like 600 or 800, probably 800. And then we'll put the livery on, we'll buff everything up, we'll put 2 more coats of clear on, make sure that there's no lips on any of the graphics, and then cut and buff it. That way everything's all underneath clear, everything's pristine, and we're rocking it out. But I think the next big major change is going to be the swan neck wing. I really want to work on the structure today and get everything ready to accept that. So that's what we're going to do today, and we'll get into it.
30 seconds after I take my gloves off, I grind my finger.
Always wear your gloves. I don't know if that's really catching it. I just took my dang gloves off too. Happens real fast. Alright, let's try this again now that the mics are working. Anyways, I just welded up the X, cleaned it up all nice and pretty. I'm not a professional welder, but I can stick two pieces of metal together. And then I just grind them till they're pretty. Now I'm going to self-etching primer this whole thing because it's all bare metal. And we'll get it in the car. I got to put a top plate here and then a top plate underneath of the carbon fiber hatch. So flat piece of metal here, flat piece of metal on top. They should sit nice and flush. That being said, I'm waiting on the team to get back to me and let me know what the measurement is for the Swan neck wing that I'm going to be more than likely purchasing this check. I need to know how wide the stanchions are. I mean, I know you can move them, but I want to make it sound really, really super strong. So that being said, I'm waiting on to find out how wide the uprights are, and once I find that out, I'll put the top piece of metal on because it has to be wide enough to sandwich in between the hatch. But yeah, I'm really digging it. I got some overspray. It looks like some primer or some paint on it already. I cleaned it up mostly. Like I said, I'm going to self-etching primer the whole thing. I might even get the the little Dremel out and clean up the welds I can't get with the grinder, just to kind of make it look a little bit better. I'm really jazzed about it. Super stoked. It looks really good. It could look better, obviously, if I was a professional welder, but I'm not. So grind it till it's pretty. Weld and grind and weld and grind it. I can guarantee one thing: it ain't coming apart. That I can guarantee.